theme that's emerging here at Reefapalooza is dosing pumps, but I'm here with Carlos from CoralVue with the Hydro Sol. This looks different. Tell me why it's different.
Well, we were always looking for a pump that could push volume. Every pump out there, you know, you get into the 100, 200s, and then it gets loud and it's squeaky. It doesn't work because you're really not you're using something that wasn't created. Wasn't built for that.
Okay.
So we wanted to come up with a pump that was built for that type of volume, and that's where the Sol came in. As you can see, this head is different than anything else you've seen.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this.
It doesn't look like that because it's meant to move a lot of volume and move it fast. You can see right here, the lines are a lot thicker.
Yep.
You know, and the connectors are meant to use, RODI line, which is not the same as the vinyl or the silicone thing, which is great for short runs, but if you're trying to run long runs with that, you're likely gonna kink it.
Okay, so you said a lot of volume. What is a lot of volume?
Well, this thing can go from as little as 0.1 milliliters per minute.
Okay.
So very slow.
Yep.
Up to 300 milliliters per minute.
300 mils per minute
300.
For some amount of time or continuous?
Continuous. So this thing can run just as, schedule where you run, 10 milliliters every hour, or you can just have this thing run at 300 milliliters per minute, 24/7.
But it'll go down to tenth of a milliliter, a tenth of a milliliter,
Yes.
0.1.
Yes, 0.1.
Accurate in either one.
Accurate in either one. It'll run in forward, it'll run in reverse.
Okay.
So this is great for your calcium reactors.
Yeah.
It's great for a sulfur reactor. It's great for a kalkwasser reactor because the line is much bigger, wider. But you can also use it for water changes when you have to do a lot of volume and you want to do it quickly. The great thing about this thing is that it is super quiet because the head was designed to move volume, and you're not trying to move volume on a head that wasn't designed for it. This is very quiet to the point that all you hear is the rollers with the line, but the motor, there's no humming at all. Sometimes in the tank room or wherever there's a little noise, I can't tell if it's running. I can't put my hand. So there's this little yellow thing right here, the shaft, and you can actually see it turning, and that's how I know it is actually running.
Okay, so you said tank room. My fish room is on the first story. My tank's on the second story. What kind of head height is this?
This will push water from basement up to that first floor easily.
No problem.
No problem at all.
And it's built for continuous duty.
It's built for continuous duty. Just like anything else, though. If you grab your car and you're running it at 90 miles an hour, a long time, you're not going to do an oil change every 3 or 6 months. You're going to have to do an oil change a lot quicker. So if you're running this at 300 milliliters per minute, continuously, you just have to be aware that you will have to change the lines a little more frequently than if you would run it at 10 milliliters a minute, just because of the wear and tear. But taking off the lines, all you got to do is remove this 4 screws, and this half of the head comes off. You pull the line up because it's actually just threaded. Pull the line, put a new line, put the heads back, and you're done.
So you're going to have a service kit for it too?
Yes, service kit for that. And it's just the line right here because the heads are pretty good.
So this is part of the Hydros ecosystem.
Absolutely.
This stands alone. I don't need a brain to run it.
You don't need a brain to run it, but at the same time, you can add it to a collective. You see the 2 blue ports right here, command bus ports. So it can be added to a collective so that you can actually use your, let's say your X10 or something to measure whatever pH or do a water change based on the schedule from the other hydros.
Okay, so it has command bus and it has power. This thing, I take it because of the high draw, it needs a power to run.
Yes, it does. It does need a power to run, but it has a power supply. It's 24 volts, but you can also run it up to Kraken, which I know you like the Kraken.
You knew where I was going.
Exactly.
And it's part of the collective. It'll take over if something else goes down and let me know if something's off.
Absolutely, absolutely. It can actually connect to Wi-Fi, and it can be a master. So that when something goes on, something like that, then the other device goes out. Let's say you have this with a launch.
Yeah.
The launch goes down for whatever reason. This thing will take over and allow you to connect to it. It'll send you a message, and you can actually, on your app, will be able to connect the Sol, see that the launch is down. So at least something is going on. It is up to you to fix it.
Right.
But at least there's a warning.
And I'm not just left with, okay, it's offline. Oh boy.
Electricity down? Is the Wi-Fi down?
Yeah.
Did the house burn down? I have no idea what happened. You just don't know.
If your house burned down, hopefully someone would call you.
I hope so. But what I'm saying is that yes, this with the collective, as you know, is you have that backup brains that will take over and let you know and allow you to make changes to the collective and to devices to move things around so that you have enough time to go home and actually get working and fixing it.
Price range?
It's going to be $299.
$299, that's it for this?
Yes. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. What about if I know it needs to be low duty, like 30 mils a day?
Yes.
For a dosier, I could buy this and have a heavy duty pump doing a light duty job and it's gonna last a long time.
Absolutely. Something like kalkwasser, where you're not gonna be pushing, 100, 200, 300 milliliters a day of an hour of kalkwasser. You're pushing like 7 or 8 milliliters. But you know how kalkwasser is with these lines. Right here. It just clogs up and everything. So now switching it to an RODI unit or something, and the easy thing about it is you can actually pop this out if you want to switch this to a 1/4 inch.
Okay.
Instead of this, smaller one. So then you have a wider diameter.
Okay.
And then it just helps better with kalkwasser.
So you can use 1/4 inch line or roll it out and use bigger line.
Exactly, bigger line. You still have the right here, but you got the rollers constantly pushing things. But on the other ends, the lines don't. A wider line, so you have better chance, especially with kalkwasser.
When can we get these?
You can actually purchase it now.
Like really? It's in stock now?
Yes. So you can actually contact SaltwaterAquarium, go to their website and purchase it right then and there.
Yeah, but hang on. Like the launch, I had to wait 2.5 months to get it. I could actually get one of these today if I wanted it.
Yes, absolutely.
See, even if you're Mr. Saltwater Tank, doesn't mean you get everything immediately. I have to wait sometimes.
Inventory,
All right, Carlos. Well, thanks for showing me that. I have many ideas for uses for that. Awesome.